The great thing about these films is, and the backgrounds of a lot of shots, and you see it in this here, you see real life fans standing watching the film getting made. Brilliant. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're getting into the Laurel and Hardy box set once again, and this short film is Sugar Daddies from 1927, and it's a silent short continuing on the theme of blackmail. In this, Oliver Hardy plays butler to James Finlayson's upper crust snob, and there's a great bit of comedy to launch into the film. Ollie, as a butler, wakes Finlayson in the morning. His head's throbbing with a headache. He's obviously been out partying the night before, and I mean you can literally see the head expand and contract. And it's a nice bit of visual effects for the year it was made. Ollie's butler produces a tray with a block of ice on it. Finlayson puts it on top of his head. Slapstick. Let's get going. Ollie asks Finlayson if he would like breakfast in bed or downstairs with his wife, and there's a fantastic reaction as it dawns on Finlayson that he got drunk the night before and ended up getting married. We cut to downstairs, we meet the in-laws. That's not just the new wife, who's a very angry looking woman, to put it politely, but her brother, who comes off as a proper gangster, and her daughter, who's absolutely stunning. The brother, he's talking about how much money they're going to rip Finlayson off for. Before Finlayson gets out of bed, he decides he's going to ring his attorney to get him out of the mess, bring on Stan Laurel. Finlayson asks him to come to the house and work out how much trouble he's in. Finally he comes down and meets the in-laws. He's not impressed at what he sees. He finds out he got married in the lion's cage at the circus the night before. Finlayson said it was a mistake. The brother tells him it's going to cost him $55,000 to square it off. Stanley turns up, and there's a great bit of comedy between him and Ollie as they disagree over Stanley's hat. Ollie is the butler. He wants to take the hat at the door, as it's customary to do, but Stan keeps snatching it back, and it's plain to see in this interaction that they would end up becoming a double act. This was before they were teamed up together. Stanley starts giving him the legal talk and tries to show that they have no case, but his brother, the brother of Finlayson's new wife, pulls a gun on him. They end up running out of the house. Next morning, in-laws see a newspaper article about Finlayson. Finlayson, sorry, I've just fallen behind on my auto cue here. I need to get a remote for it. There's a newspaper article. Finlayson knocking course girls off a bridge or something, and the brother says they've got him exactly where I want him. There's already a scandal in place there, so they head out and search for him. Finlayson, Ollie, Stanley, they're hiding in a hotel, but the in-laws manage to track them down. Again, we get to see another version of the disguised trick that we've seen in both Chickens Come Home and Love 'Em and Weep. Finlayson's bent over, stands on his back, they put a long coat around him, and they try to pass Stan off as a woman. But it's Finlayson walking, bent over, Stanley sitting on his back. There's great slapstick moments as they try to get out of the hotel unnoticed. But as they leave, the great thing about these films is, and the backgrounds of a lot of shots, and you see it in this here, you see real life fans standing watching the film getting made. Brilliant. I love that about these really old silent movies. There's a lot of times where the filmmakers didn't bother getting streets closed and extras in. They just got out, shot what they needed, whether they had clearance to do so or not. This disguise is held for so long in this film. They actually end up getting out of the hotel, cross the street into a club, end up dancing on the dance floor, trying to get away from the in-laws. Then they get chased through a fun house. The whole time Stanley's still on Finlayson's back. I really did laugh myself sore at the fun house part. The film ends with the policeman seeing a man and woman from behind that looks like Ollie in the disguise Finlayson and Stanley, and he sneaks up from behind and whips the woman's dress up, ends up getting hammered by her husband. There's no real close to this film. Like they get chased through the fun house and they go down these slides. They end up in like a massive pit, and then there's like a whole crowd of other people. You know, once the in-laws catch up to them, instead of them actually a fight or something happening, like there's just tons of people from the public just start sliding down this big slide, and they all end up like a mad pile of people in this pit at the end of the film. But yes, the film is great. It's from the perspective of seeing and knowing chickens come home so well, and going into this box set and going back and seeing all these short films, and there's loads of them. I love Laurel and Hardy, but there's loads and loads of these little short films in this box set that I haven't seen before. This one was brilliant. I couldn't recommend it higher.